In the heart of Southeast Asia lie two competing economies, Indonesia and the Philippines. Indonesia, recognized as the world's largest island country, boasts a population of over 275 million and a GDP of approximately $1.32 trillion. A major player in the global marketplace, it's enriched by vast natural resources, including significant contributions from palm oil, coal, and petroleum, as well as a key player in global manufacturing. A stone's throw away, the Philippines, an archipelago of over 7,600 islands, has a GDP of approximately $404 billion and a population nearing 120 million. Renowned for its human capital, it's a global leader in the outsourcing sector, with Filipinos making remarkable contributions to the seafaring and healthcare industries worldwide. Both nations, while shaped by their distinct histories and cultures, share common challenges and opportunities in their economic landscapes. Both countries fight to be the economic leader in the region. But who will win? To find out, we have to find the answer to a few important questions. First, how has Indonesia transformed its economy in recent decades? Then we will look at how the Philippines has transformed its economy in recent decades. And finally, how do these two nations compare? Indonesia's economy ascendancy over the last decade is nothing short of impressive. Its GDP has soared from 95.45 billion in 1998 to a staggering $1.32 trillion in 2022. Today, Indonesia's GDP is mainly driven by manufacturing, wholesale and retail, agriculture, forestry and fishing, as well as mining and quarrying. Natural resources such as coal and natural gas to palm oil and minerals have also played a key role. Harnessing these resources, Indonesia has not only catalyzed its own economic progress, but also become a magnet for global investments, thereby creating employment opportunities for its inhabitants. According to official data, Indonesia received a total of $45.6 billion in foreign direct investments, FDI, in 2022, which is an increase of 44.2% year-on-year when excluding the bank and petroleum sector. Geographically, Indonesia's role is pivotal. Nestled at the juncture of vital global trade paths, it seamlessly connects vast Southeast Asian markets. Significantly, its strategic position aligns with the 21st century Maritime Silk Road, known as OBOR, short for One Belt, One Road. Drawing inspiration from ancient Sino-Roman ties, OBOR aims to strengthen global trade by bridging international infrastructures. Connecting 65 countries across Asia and Europe, it magnifies the connectivity between China and the global sphere with expansive port and infrastructure developments. Recognizing the promise held by this initiative, Indonesia has prioritized its active participation in OBOR. This unique location, further augmented by its OBOR inclusion, has solidified Indonesia's stature as a regional epicenter for commerce, industry, and logistics. In synergy with this, the Indonesian government has rolled out progressive economic reforms, encompassing streamlining regulations, tax incentives, and rigorous infrastructure undertakings, attracting substantial foreign investments. According to the Ease of Doing Business Index, an index ranking 190 countries against each other based on the regulatory landscape and business-related barriers. In 2020, the Ease of Doing Business score in Indonesia reached 69.6, ranking Indonesia as 73rd, a big change since 2013 when they ranked 120th. As this economic narrative unfolds, Indonesia, home to a populace of 277 million, has seen its urban centers and blossoming middle class transform into dynamic consumption hubs. The country's shifting socio-economic dynamics, coupled with increased earning capabilities, have amplified domestic consumption. Future forward, Indonesia underscores the importance of human capital, channeling efforts into education and skill development, prepping a workforce poised for innovation, and driving productivity across sectors. The Philippines' economic ascent is anchored on robust fundamentals, anchored by judicious macroeconomic strategies, unwavering political continuity, and a proficient workforce. the nation has charted a trajectory of enduring growth, amplifying investor trust and cultivating an inviting business ambiance. Similar to Indonesia, the Philippines has experienced immense growth since the 90s. In 1998, the GDP stood at $74.49 billion, which has increased to $404 billion in 2022. Central to the country's economic rejuvenation is its flourishing services sector. The spheres of business process outsourcing, BPO, and information technology-enabled services, ITES, have been paramount, magnetizing significant foreign capital and kindling job avenues for the local populace. Specifically, as a leading global hub for the voice BPO, the country's revenue from this sector alone was an estimated $32.5 billion in 2022. These industries have been instrumental in propelling the country's GDP to commendable heights, with the nation achieving an average growth rate of 6.4% between 2010 and 2019, marking it as one of the fastest-growing economies in Southeast Asia prior to the pandemic. Moreover, overseas Filipino workers, OFWs, have consistently bolstered the nation's financial health, with remittances accounting for around 10% of the nation's GDP, making the Philippines one of the world's largest recipients of remittances. Aware of the pivotal role of infrastructure in economic amplification, the Philippines has embarked on an ambitious infrastructure enhancement crusade. Under the Build, Build, Build initiative, substantial allocations are directed towards rejuvenating transportation corridors, modernizing aerodromes and maritime hubs, and fostering unparalleled connectivity across the island nation. According to a study conducted by Japan International Cooperation Agency, JICA, Manila alone was estimated to lose about 3.5 billion Philippine pesos each day due to traffic problems in 2018. This highlights the importance of the Build, Build, Build initiative. Such infrastructural metamorphoses have catalyzed economic expansion, generated employment, and elevated the country's allure as a coveted investment destination. A flourishing middle class, swelling disposable revenues, and a burgeoning consumer segment have spurred a demand surge for a myriad of products and services. Concurrently, the country has witnessed an influx of both domestic and international investments across sectors like manufacturing, tourism, and property development. In its quest to be at the economic vanguard, the Philippines champions innovation and entrepreneurial spirit. A slew of governmental initiatives has been instituted to bolster enterprises, accentuate technological progression, and foster a culture of ingenuity. Riding this wave of innovation, emergent industries like fintech, e-commerce, and tech-augmented services have thrived. According to the Ease of Doing Business Index, the Philippines ranked as 94th in 2019, up from 124th in 2018. On the global stage, the Philippines is not a mere participant, but a proactive player. Its diplomatic ties and strategic trade partnerships have been pivotal. These collaborations, coupled with free trade accords, have unlocked export avenues, ushered in novel markets, and sharpened the nation's global competitive edge. Indonesia and the Philippines heavily lean on manufacturing, leveraging their vast natural resources, expanding consumer bases, and in recent years, attracting more foreign investments. Indonesia's manufacturing, especially in automotive, textiles, and electronics, has been on the rise, driving foreign investments and job creation. The Philippines, excelling in electronics, semiconductors, and shipbuilding, has positioned itself as a global manufacturing hub, aided by its strategic location, skilled workforce, and a supportive government. Both countries have attracted multinationals due to their strong global links. Tourism also plays a pivotal role in both economies. Indonesia, renowned for its rich cultural heritage and stunning landscapes, has invested in infrastructure and marketing, boosting its tourism appeal. The Philippines, celebrated for pristine beaches and vibrant festivals, has seen a surge in tourism, partly attributed to the "It's More Fun in the Philippines" campaign. Investments in hospitality, transport, and entertainment have further bolstered the sector. Indonesia boasts many elements conducive to growth. Yet, even with the commendable economic strides over the past decade, this trillion-dollar powerhouse operates beneath its full capacity. the country grapples with challenges such as insufficient infrastructure, policy ambiguities, and a deficit in top-tier human resources. For President Joko Widodo's, the foremost midterm task is enhancing infrastructure to sustain the momentum of progress. The next 5 years are crucial for Indonesia's economic future. The Philippines are on track to become a $1 trillion economy by 2033 if they are able to extract their full potential. This will make the Philippines one of the largest emerging markets in the Asia-Pacific, as well as a leading emerging market globally. Even though the Philippines has experienced rapid growth in recent decades, they are still smaller than their counterpart Indonesia. Only the future will tell which nation will become the region's true economic leader.